Let's get that going. Okay. Hey everyone, I'm back with another video that is much long overdue. I know I should have recorded this earlier in 2025. A lot has happened, and this video is essentially going to explain all of that. I got my notebook here, got my laptop here, I got all the notes that I want to say, I got all the points that I want to document in this video, and so I'm going to walk you through pretty much everything that I want to happen in 2025 and what I'm going to strive for in 2025. But before we do any of that, let's first recap 2024. Starting right off the bat, we purchased our first duplex, which is awesome, adding our first multifamily to the portfolio. So hoping this year we could do the same thing with adding either 2 individual residential houses to the portfolio or just buying another duplex or maybe even a triplex, which would be awesome too. Second is we achieved a net worth of $500,000 at the age of 23. I'm 24 right now, and so having hit that last year, it was pretty remarkable to say the least. Like it didn't hit me until later last year where I was like, wait, that's kind of crazy. At 23, getting $500,000 as my net worth is pretty nuts. And it goes to show how much real estate can impact your self-worth. Huge milestone, and I'm super happy to hit that. And hopefully we're on track to hitting 800,000 this year. That's another goal. Hopefully by the end of the year, we can be closer to that 800,000 and then, on par to 1 million. So let's see. Next is starting YouTube, being able to document all this. I started it all last year. And even though I'm not as consistent, I'm hoping that this year I'm going to be a lot more consistent and show you guys, as well as document for myself, the whole process and the whole journey of getting it started from, I guess, 3 units when I picked this up, 3 units to 100. And that's what this journey is all about. Graduated with my MBA, which was huge. I didn't really think much of it until after I graduated, and it sort of clicked then. A lot of these things didn't click till very recently, so it's kind of heading me now. It feels like a fever dream almost. I gained employment after graduating college, which is huge, especially in this sort of job market that we're in. It's super hard for people to get jobs, and I understand that, and I'm very thankful for having the job. But I actually did end up losing my job last year as well. So the company that I was working for ultimately let me go for reasons that I still don't know. I'm not really sure why. I was given the opportunity to file a case. I didn't see it as much worth, because in the end, if I were to even win that case and go back to the company, I don't think I would be treated the same, nor would I even want to go back when they let me go in the first place. So that is 2024 in a nutshell. Ultimately, I do believe that I hit a lot of my goals, and I'm really happy to have not only grown personally, but the business as well. It did have its lows as well. Being let go from a job does suck, especially in this job market. That doesn't mean that it isn't replaceable, right? We keep moving forward. We keep pushing. But nonetheless, I want to now talk about 2025 and what I have planned for that, because 2025, I think, is going to be a lot bigger. Starting off with the career that I'm looking for. Right now, actively looking for jobs, changing up the strategy for White Wing. I'm also going to be running a half marathon this year. Be on the lookout for some videos of that. It'll be in June. It's in New York by some river, beach. I'm not 100% sure. Super excited for that. I am running right now as we speak. These past few weeks I've been training. I did a 4-mile yesterday with like a 9:30 pace. I'm really going for completion. I'm not going for any crazy time or anything like that. I'm not a runner, especially a long distance runner. So this will be exciting to, have some sort of accolade under my belt and have something to show forth what all that hard work did. So I'm excited for that come June. My goals for 2025, which we have purchasing another rental property, like I said. So since I am switching the strategy a bit to moving towards fix and flips, I still want to keep in mind of my long-term rentals, because my long-term rentals is what's going to provide the cash flow over the long term, right? Being able to still purchase a rental every year or every other year, whatever the case may be, it enables more cash flow. But having these fix and flips are going to be able to provide the initial lump sum to put as a down payment. Regardless, no matter what, I still want to get at least one long-term rental. I did shoot for 2 initially, but if I purchase a duplex or something like that, great, I got a bonus unit. If not, I will be happy with 1. If I shoot for 2, I know I'm gonna at least get 1. That's the first goal. The second goal is, like I said before, reach a net worth of $800,000. Last year, I didn't really focus too much on my net worth, more so the business itself. And so in the early stages when I was starting White Wing, I realized that the more I focused on my net worth, the more I actually grew it substantially, from 50,000 to 100,000 to 300,000, and then now we are at 500,000. And that 300 to 500 wasn't even paying attention. That was just purchasing a property. So with me actually focusing on reaching that 800,000 goal, I think I can reach it, and if not, blow past it. That's why I put it as one of the goals there. Let's see how it goes. Ultimately, with buying real estate and buying these fix and flips and gaining all this capital and, cash flow and everything, it will grow. I just want it to grow past that number. Another is practicing a skill 2 times a week. I have picked up kickboxing when I was back in Philadelphia, and I've been training for about a year, a little bit over a year now, maybe a year and a half. I've been very inconsistent with that, unfortunately, having to go on tours for houses all over New Jersey and Philadelphia. It's just been hard to regulate that. And so now that I have a lot more free time on my hands, I want to focus on that skill, whether it's kickboxing or training for a marathon at least twice a week. That way I hold myself accountable, 1, to be healthy, 2, to actually master a skill. Those are sort of the 3 goals that I really want to focus on for this year. 2 more are regulating my emotions and being able to not look at a deal from a, like a desperation standpoint, or a fixated standpoint, like this is the deal, no other deal matters. I want to be able to start looking at real estate deals with a open mind. If I don't get the deal, oh well, there's another one that'll come my way. And lastly, I want to be able to learn a different language, more specifically Tamil, which is my mother tongue. That's what everybody in my family all speaks. So I want to be able to speak it. Right now I suck. I butcher a lot of it, and I don't have the perfect enunciation for all the words. I want to learn it. So let's see how it goes. I'm just going to start talking with my family in it and then just go from there. Those are all my goals for 2025. So to recap, it is purchasing another rental property. It's net worth of $800,000, regulating my emotions towards real estate, practicing a skill twice a week, and then learning a different language, which is Tamil. Let's see how this goes. I do have a few side quests is what I call them, but essentially they're factors that are shorter within the year, so it's about 3 to 6 months long. I only have 3 of these side quests. 1 is no drinking or smoking for the next 6 months. I did this last year as well, and I was a big fan of how much I actually got done and how healthy I felt. I'm gonna do this again. We're on a good start now. It started on January 1st. Second is research properties once a day, every day, until you purchase a property. I found myself really lacking on going on Zillow the last 3-4 months because it was just slow. It was wintertime. I wasn't going to purchase any acquisitions. And so it made sense to me. I feel like I built a habit to kind of not even care about it anymore. This side quest enables me to not only go on Zillow and actively look, whatever it is, Zillow, Redfin, go on these websites, actively look for properties, but also builds the habit of going on and continuously going on every day, no matter what the day is. So that's why I have this. And eventually it'll become second nature. And maybe even in these off seasons, I'll keep looking. And then lastly, we have isolate from social media. I found myself and my attention span really dissipating. It was almost nothing. So I deleted all social media for, I don't know how long it's going to be. I have 3 to 6 months written down here, but who knows how long it'll be. Deleted it on January 1st. I've been honestly enjoying it a lot. I've noticed that I have not been on my phone at all. My mornings are super peaceful. I leave my phone in my room, go downstairs, and just hang out for an hour or 2 hours. Not a single worry of a message or needing to scroll endlessly on TikTok or Instagram or whatever the case is. The only social media app that I really have is LinkedIn. Only reason why is because for finding a job and keeping up with the business world. And I caught myself watching a lot more longer form videos, so a lot more podcasts. That's pretty much the gist for 2025 and what I have planned out for the year to come. We'll see how it goes. Ultimately, the whole idea is 1% better every day. That's what I'm focusing on heavily, and we'll see where it takes us. So now jumping into White Wing Investments, the whole idea is to look at fix and flips as a means for capital. And what I mean by that is we're not getting rid of our long-term rentals. The long-term rentals is going to help us in the long term. Keeping that and keeping the cash flow there is crucial for business growth. In the short term, so in this year, the growth that can come from fix and flips will be immense, considering how the profit margins and everything like that. It could really help boost our capital reserve that we have for White Wing Investments, and potentially even buy a commercial property next year if the profits allow for it. What the plan is to start looking for distressed properties in Philadelphia as well as New Jersey, and starting off small. I want to start with properties that are very lipstick, very like minor, just could use some tender love and care, and then call it a day. I don't want any crazy burnt out houses. I don't want any like massive spots of just like tearing off drywall, pretty much gutting an entire house. Not it. That's not the projects we're looking for. We're looking for very basic, very minimal stuff. I'm also looking to build a crew. So the whole idea is to start small, build a solid crew, and then go from there. Eventually start fixing, start flipping homes, and eventually build the capital. One, to be able to provide for myself and stay afloat, essentially. Since I am unemployed, there is no means of cash flow coming to me. All the cash flow that's coming from the 2 rentals that I have go right back into the business. None of it comes to me. Being able to take a percentage out of the fix and flips, sort of stay afloat, is one reason why. Another reason is to grow the capital to be able to invest all of that, or part of it, whatever it is, into another long-term rental. It's not a hard concept. It's not anything too fancy, but it's just an avenue that I'm going to approach and that I'm going to take strategically and see how it'll help. If it helps, cool. I'm looking to do at least 3 deals in the year. I'm anticipating that each deal probably will take 3 months, something like that. We're not using any hard money lenders or anything like that. It'll all be bootstrapped, which is nice. So we're not playing on a time frame of, oh, this is X amount of time frame, blah, 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 whatever. There obviously is always a time frame, considering that there is property taxes, utilities, and all that stuff. We don't have to play on the time frame of a lender, which is nice. That's it for that. In terms of the long-term rental goals, initially I wanted 2 units. Now I'm kind of dialing it back to 1, just because a lot of our capital reserve will be in fix and flips, and I'd like to have more of a reserve there rather than in a sort of safety net, which is our long-term rentals. Yeah, that's pretty much it for White Wing. That's pretty much it for the year. So we have White Wing Investments, which is sort of our entire company. Anything in-house construction-wise will be either White Wing Developments or White Wing Construction Group. I haven't chosen a name yet. Eventually I'll get there and you guys will know. That's really about it for the business. That's really about it for me personally. There has been a lot and I've definitely gotten kicked down quite a few times, but that doesn't mean we stop. That means we keep going, no matter what. That's pretty much it for this video. It's sort of, I know it's kind of lengthy a little bit, kind of just yapping over here. In the next few, I guess, months, weeks, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to start touring properties. And so this one is going to be a little bit out of order because I'm doing this one after I've done a few tours. So the dates are going to be a little whack. I have gone and seen a few properties. I've seen a duplex, a triplex. I've seen 2 distressed properties. And tomorrow, Friday, I'm going to go see another duplex in New Jersey. Watch out for those videos. It'll probably be uploaded sometimes very soon. This year, I'm going to really start honing in on documenting the whole process from tours to what I see, the numbers that I do, and then purchase. I want to get everything in film. And yeah, that's really about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Peace out.